Yo guys, Saksham here, welcome back to the channel. Believe me, setting this whole thing up took so long, so without wasting any more time, let's just jump straight into this unboxing first impression. And here is the 2021 M1 iMac. So to start it all off, Apple actually released 8 new iMacs this April. Now 8 like new iMacs is a bit misleading. It's actually 8 different colors of the same iMac. So this is one of them. This is the blue, and it's actually true tone. So from the back you can see it's the dark navy bluish, and from the other end it's actually the light blue color. What makes this iMac special is actually all of them are equipped with M1, just adding up to the lineup of MacBook Air, MacBook Pro Mini, and now this, which continues on the Apple processor. And honestly, there's so much small detail Apple had paid attention to this. Let's talk about it by unboxing it. So usually after the peel, you would actually just take the iMac and open the front, but this time it's different and you really can't do that. So best way to open that is to just lay it down, and honestly, I think that's good, right? And then we just open that, remove the thing, and it will just, give me a second, it's interfering with my light, so let's just do it on the side. Open that, and you are greeted. It worked. iMac right in the front with the hello style, the way it said in the event, so that's very neat. I will have to say, like, I've opened other iMacs as well, and I love this packaging, the way the iMac is placed, and these arrows to replicate to open it in that specific way. So it's pretty cool if you ask me. And if you've opened an iMac before, you know this is not as easy as it looks now. So if this is your first time, congrats, because your iMac is very easy to just take out of the box. But even though last iMacs were not that hard, it's just like you have to be at a different angle and take it out. But that's pretty cool. So what we'll do now is use the arrows as the guide and just do that and more. And we have the iMac, lift it up straight from the middle. Oh my, it's light. I'm not even joking. This is so much lighter than any other iMac I would say I've held. And let's keep that on the side, putting this on the side, right up there. We have our accessories, so flap to lift up. That's very neat. So we open that, and we have our accessories here. We have a keyboard. Now again, as I said, attention to detail. This whole box, these arrows, including the picture on the key, like the keyboard and all the cables, is again same color as the iMac. Open up, and then you of course have your magic mouse. And if you have ordered the trackpad, that will be on top of it. Magic keyboard, again same color. This one actually comes with a Touch ID, and apart from that it's the same Magic keyboard. It does have few different styles. For example, you have dedicated keys for Siri, Do Not Disturb, and also an emoji key, which actually didn't exist before. So this keyboard is a bit better. And then we of course, okay, I'm gonna be honest, Apple should have done this before. Braided lightning to USB-C cable, and also of the same color as the iMac. This looks so good. Apple needs to sell this like separately. I'm not even joking. This is amazing. And then let's move forward. Of course, I have a magic mouse. Okay, I have to say something. I've actually never used a magic mouse before. Usually I'm trackpad, but at the same time I've been using the MX Master 2S and I've been loving that. So that's a magic mouse. The back of it is the same color as the iMac back, or like iMac front. So that matches really well. Then we have our power brick, power cable, and this is actually very special. Also some manuals. Usually if you have used an iMac, you can connect the power directly. There's no power bricks, but with this one you have. But it's something pretty cool because this one actually has Ethernet, so you don't actually have to buy dongles. If you use Ethernet, you can connect it directly, and it will all be transmitted through one cable, which is also, again, so attention to detail, same color thread as the iMac. Back color iMac, like the back of the color, that's the outer, and also inside of that magnet. So I would just call this MagSafe. Cable length wise, I think it's pretty good. This is like the standard, I would say. Then now something very cool. So of course you get your Apple stickers. Now these stickers, first sticker is your normal manual thing that iMac and how you do it, but no one talked about this, but this is also the same color as your iMac, so that's that. The text and everything same color, normal documentation, and you have 2 Apple stickers, and these Apple stickers are actually corresponding to the colors of the iMac, front color, back color. So that's really cool, honestly. I'm not sure how many of you actually look at all these details, but it's honestly pretty neat to have those. And lastly, we have our actual plug-in adapter. So you take your adapter right up here, right? And then this is the other cable. You just plug that in and you're done. That's it. That's short. So I guess you're supposed to keep this close, but that's honestly doesn't feel too short. So let me get all this cleared it up, and then we will set up the iMac. So this is the iMac, and first thing first, normal hinge at the back. Very nicely, we have our second tone, I would say, stand, so the same tone color as the front. In other words, same tone color as the cable. And you can see this is hello. So I'm going to actually open it in a way you guys can see it. One thing I want to say, if you have opened the iMac before, you know this like cloth thing that they put to protect the iMac. It's glued up and you have to basically peel it off, right? Alright, not the best experience, and sometimes it's annoying. There are flaps now that you can just do. That's really cool, by the way. Like, I'm not even joking. Just pull that off. Easy. And I guess we can just lift it off. I think I'm going to do a lift off like this. How's that? Why not, right? And you just lift up. Nope. Never mind. So if you end up buying one, after you do this, you actually have to just lift up this, and it unfolds. Of course. And you still have to remove the cap, but from the front, we have the Apple Hello, the way it actually had it on the keynote. Let's actually look at the back. I'm trying my best to make sure like this color is replicated properly on the screen. We try to color grade in ways so it's very real. But I think if you have the opportunity, definitely, like, once everything is normal, when the store near you is actually open, give a look at it. I'm not even joking. If you're going to buy one, pick the right color. And blue, for me, I love it. I'm not even joking. This is amazing. That just looks amazing. By the way, I'm actually looking at the monitor. The finish is amazing, and of course we have one more. Of course, tabs, if you can see. Okay, one more. And that's off. And lastly, let's take this off. It looks so good, I'm not even joking. And for those people who are like, it's white bezel and all that stuff, this is not really aimed for the consumer. And yeah, this theory is that 1% it helps someone's productivity if it's black. But if you honestly think about it, and like putting it on my, I would put it on my desk, I would not mind this. And honestly, it's you'll get used to it. It's just new. No one has seen the iMacs from last 7 years. They all have black bezels, so it was like it's white. But in person, I'm gonna be honest, it does not look bad. I think it looks really good. So let me clean this whole thing up, and I will bring it back. So now all that's out of the way, let's actually take the look at the iMac. So this has a 24-inch display. Now, cool thing about it is if you actually look at from the side, it's very thin. It's if I'm not wrong, it's almost the same size as an iPad Pro, and you might be wondering where the CPU and cooling is. Now, honestly speaking, Apple could have moved this, but this right up here is your speakers and your CPU, GPU, and everything. M1, you can really control it, put it all the way down. So that's that. We have a webcam. It's a 1080p webcam, so that's a new upgrade to the iMac's webcam. We have a 3-way array microphone, and of course, we have a headphone jack. At the back of it, if you can look, We have two normal USB-C, so I think 5 gigabit, and two Thunderbolt for USB 4, 40 gigabit ports. Amazing. So we have the normal hinge. The ring angles are actually not bad if you ask me, especially if you're sitting down, it will be perfect. So why don't we actually power this on? So I wanted to compare the bricks a bit. So this is a brick for the MacBook Pro, Intel MacBook Pro, not the new ones. This is an 87 watt brick, and this is how many watts is this? 143 watt brick. But again, this is Ethernet. This is not that big, so I think it will be totally fine if you have it just on the floor. It should be fine. So that connects right there. And let me show you how the magnetic connector actually works. So you get a braided cable, and you're gonna flip the iMac right at the back. By the way, I'm gonna be honest, the way easily I'm moving this, like just rotating this, if you have the older iMacs or the actual traditional iMacs you're used to, you cannot do this on those. Those are not as easy to move, let's say that. And I'm trying to show you, okay, I'm gonna go at the angle. I think you can see the port about right there. I will take that. And so cool thing about it that I know is does not matter the orientation, just like MagSafe, it will fix itself. So I'll go and it's in. It's a strong, but yeah, it's not just coming out like this. You have to hold the iMac. You really have to take this wire out. I know many were saying that this might be too loose, but this isn't. Like, if you take it, or you do have to push it in a bit, so it won't auto go fully in, but it's actually not that bad if you ask me. But yeah, you can easily change the screen. It won't just like, and I really like the braided ones because I know Apple has started shipping them with the some products, not all. So this is just a nice touch, and that's it. Just like an iMac, there you go. You connect your stuff there, you have your headphone, and of course Ethernet goes straight in. So I'm about to actually power it on. I could connect Ethernet, but I think I will leave that for the final review. And let me just hook this up and I will be right back. By the way, this is like my actually first time unboxing an iMac on the channel. Usually it's like just phones and stuff, so if you have any suggestions or something, feel free to let me know, because I have no idea how well this video is going to turn out. But let's turn that on. So power button from the back, and yep, it's recording. Apple sound, perfect. Get the magic mouse out. Okay, this will be the first time I'm actually using a magic mouse. I haven't used this ever before. Like in stores, yeah, but not personally. Alright, and that's a nice oh, it changes languages as well, so that's a nice touch. And of course, it comes everything connected, so we have our magic mouse connected, the keyboard is also connected, and we can just start the setup. Now of course the startup speeds and all this stuff is 100% dedicated to the M1 processing power. It's instant wake and all this stuff.
To use English as the main language, press the return.
Anyways, what I was trying to say is all the stuff that comes with M1, so what you see from performance wise, functionality wise in MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, even Mac Mini, it's all going to be transferred right up here because the chip hasn't changed itself. But stuff that might be changed, something that we could see is more power, because it is a desktop class. So I would say performance for this computer should be more like what you would get with a Mac Mini. But apart from that, other than the design change, when it comes to the physical chip, it's still M1. And I think it's still very fast. It's amazing chip. So that honestly wraps up this video when it comes to unboxing the iMac and my first impression, what I think about it. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think about the iMac, or also for this video. Now I usually don't do this like sit down or even standing unboxing. Usually it's like iPhones and stuff. I've never unboxed a Mac on camera, so I tried my best to get everything in, but in case I missed something, let me know in the comment section below. Any suggestions, I would love them. And I guess that's it for this video. Get subscribed, stay tuned for the upcoming videos, hit the bell, that way you get notified, and we'll be doing lots of videos. And if you have any questions, anything you would like me to test or show about this iMac, or in general how like Touch ID works on the keyboard wirelessly, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Stay tuned, and I will catch you guys later.